is up, guys, and welcome to FPL Today, and welcome to part 1 of the team selection for Game Week 8. Now, it's part 1 because, of course, we have the international break, so today we're going to go over how I did in Game Week 7, my early thoughts on what I'm going to do for Game Week 8, and why I'm likely not to wildcard, as well as the players that I could potentially bring in for Game Week 8. And then next week, when the international break is done, we'll try and lock in a bit more decisively the direction we're going in. But before we get on with this team selection video, I'd just like to say a big thank you to this video sponsor, Aniba.com. Aniba.com is a new gaming marketplace with over 20,000 digital products, thriving to bring you the hottest deal in the market of any title, new or old. With their excellent Trustpilot score, you can rest assured you're in safe hands with their 24/7 live support ready to help with your purchases. Right now, Aniba.com are offering 3% discount for FIFA 22 and other games if you use the code FPL Today through the link in the description. That includes any FIFA points you need to build your ultimate team as you strive to get some of the best players in the game, including Mbappe, Neymar, Ronaldo and new icon cards. Aniba have been kind enough to sponsor team selections on this channel for the foreseeable future, so I'd really appreciate it if you at least check them out using the link in the description down below. Support FPL Today by getting your gaming fix at Aniba.com. So guys, let's get into how I did in Game Week 7, and we got 45 points, which is actually better than the average of 38, and it saw the smallest rise in rank to 117,486. Now that's not too bad. We would have, of course, have liked it a bit more if we'd captained Mohamed Salah, because that would have had a big effect on our game week, and also Livramento could have come in for pretty much anyone but Mohamed Salah and the defence that absolutely saved me in one fixture, and that was Ben White, Shane Duffy and Sanchez all coming in with 6 points, White with 7, which actually made my game week a decent game week in comparison to a lot of people's, because I don't think many people had 3 clean sheets from that fixture. So that kind of defeats the myth of try not to have too many players in one game, because 3 players in one game actually did better than a lot of my side did. But Mohamed Salah really showing his class as he managed to get 13 points and turned out to be the correct captaincy call for this game week, while the rest of us were really looking at Ronaldo and Lukaku. Ronaldo not starting was a massive blow, of course, but we were hoping when he came on he'd get something done. But this rotation now is going to be an issue where I think with Lukaku it might be less of an issue, and to be honest I'm looking elsewhere than Ronaldo with the fixtures coming up for Man United and me not being impressed with their form. Of course, that being said, Man United are the type of side that will do well when their backs are up against the wall and they have tougher fixtures, so Ronaldo could still be an amazing person to have through the next couple of game weeks, but personally I don't think I'm going to stick with him, but we'll get onto that in the next part of the video. We want to talk about Mohamed Salah and his great performance in Game Week 7. He absolutely scored a beautiful goal where he dribbled through a lot of the Man City defence and also laid off for Mane in that 2-2 game. So we are definitely looking to keep Salah in the side no matter what, just because of the form he's currently in. He managed to get 3 shots in that game with 1 on target, 2 from inside the box and 1 big chance with expected goals at 0.53. Also getting 2 key passes and 2 big chances created to get that assist as well. And to be honest, he's the only player in my side that had a big chance all game week, which isn't ideal, but I'm glad he managed to get the points either way. So with not much else to talk about other than those clean sheets and Salah's performance, let's move on to my team selection for Game Week 8. So Game Week 8, after the international break, we do have Duffy and Sanchez with that Norwich away fixture, so really hopeful for another double clean sheet here from Duffy and Sanchez. Duffy can get on the score sheet as well, that would be fantastic. Brighton really have impressed me, and to be honest I'm even considering having a Brighton attacker if they keep performing the way they currently are. Rudiger is my Chelsea defender. He's not particularly the one I want, but he was the one I felt was most nailed on while I wait for the one I want, which should be a sign to which one I do want. And then, of course, Ben White, Crystal Palace at home. Arsenal's defence have started to look very good. I think the partnership of, can't remember the new Japanese guy's name off the top of my head, Tomiyasu is my guess. Apologies if that's wrong. But White, Gabriel and Tierney, they have looked a very promising back 4, so I'm hopeful for clean sheets off of a Ben White that I got relatively cheap at 4.5 million, and hopefully he keeps rising in price. That does mean Livramento is of course on the bench, as is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and in midfield we have the 5 of Sarr, Rafinha, Benrahma, Greenwood and Salah. Now, to be honest, Sarr's not got the easiest fixture with Liverpool at home, but we're hopeful for points off of Rafinha, Benrahma with Southampton away and Everton away, Greenwood with Leicester away. We are, of course, down on the Man United attack at the moment, and then Salah is most likely going to be our captain with Watford away. And up front we have Antonio, just like Benrahma, with Everton away, and Ronaldo with Leicester away. Now, I'm in two minds with Ronaldo, but the players I am considering transferring out of this side are Ronaldo, are Greenwood, and are Obafemi. Everyone else I look at in this team right now, I think has the potential to score a few more points while I'm fixing the issue I currently have with those two Man United boys on my side. Now, I'm not saying Ronaldo's not a good player. Don't get it twisted. Ronaldo is, of course, one of the greatest of all time. But I'm just not liking the look of Manchester United. Will I hold off on the week of having Ronaldo a little bit longer while I change Greenwood? That is definitely a possibility. But the fact that I'm looking at this side, and apart from maybe upgrading Rudiger to Reece James when he comes back, I'm really interested in him because I think the way he plays may really suit Lukaku and they could form a good partnership there. I don't think I'm going to change much else. Sanchez, Duffy, White, Rafinha, Benrahma, Salah and Antonio I feel like deserve a little bit more time after some of the points they brought me in. Sarr I've only just brought in, and while it is a tough fixture, who knows what he could possibly do under a new manager, so I'm hoping to wait and see, but we know Sarr can be explosive if you're on him at the right time. Livramento has been doing amazing for me considering his price, and Trent is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and we think he could, in this new Liverpool system where he seems to play a little bit more central, he could be in for a lot of points this season. So I don't think it's worth wildcarding this side when there's only really Greenwood that I feel like I want out of my side soon. Ronaldo, because of who he is, maybe I'll give him a game or two more. And then, of course, Obafemi has been an issue for me since game week 1, so I can go on with him being an issue a little bit longer. The players I'm considering to bring in for him and their game week 7 performances are Mbeumo from Brentford, who I think at the moment playing up front with Tony is a great shout. And Brentford look like they can give anyone a challenge this season with their performance against Liverpool and then beating West Ham. I think Mbeumo could be a great price at 5.5 million for a midfielder. Also looking at Gallagher at 5.7 million. I really like the way Crystal Palace are playing. Issue is their fixtures aren't amazing straight off the bat from game week 8 onwards. So the team that does have a really good fixture is Man City with Burnley, because they like to beat Burnley 5-0. So we are looking at Phil Foden if we think he's going to start at 7.9 million. He's just had a great game against Liverpool. We're also looking at Gabriel Jesus as well, who potentially could come in for Ronaldo if we're going to go in that direction. But it could literally be any City midfielder. We're kind of banking on that 5-0 result happening yet again. Hopefully it does if I go Man City. And we are also looking at Andros Townsend at 5.6 million as well. He's looked very good in that Everton side. And even without Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, they have looked impressive and able to score goals. Damari Gray and Decore also in my thoughts. And then, of course, Man City with Cancelo as a possible defender that I'll be interested in. But defensively, I'm not too eager to change that defence that has been doing okay for me. So those are the thoughts at the moment. We are hoping to get a video out where we go over more players that I would be interested in having in my side and seeing if that changes my mind on wildcarding. And then next week we'll also have the team selection video. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, like and hit that notification bell. All of it helps me, but it also helps you if you want to stay up to date. Check out aniba.com, top link in the description. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.